FM 98.1 AM 1220, hometownstation.com at 8:22 on this Wednesday, February 22nd, 41 degrees outside, and Richard Szerman inside.
Hello.
Richard Szerman in the house.
Yeah.
So should we?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead. No one's more surprised than me, so yeah, sure.
Should we do it? Should we say?
Yeah.
So when Richard Szerman...
March 3rd at 10 a.m. March, so a week and a half.
Richard Szerman's getting his own show here at the station.
I guess if you talk long enough and loud enough, they finally say, "Hey, would you like to have a show? We think you'd be loud on air. It'd be great." And we've got some stuff to talk about. So no one is more surprised by this turn of events than me. I was shocked when I got the call. Thrilled. I mean, excited about it.
Yeah.
But very, very surprised. I think that was kind of your fault, or thank you, because you started that. I think you actually on the air said you should have a show, and I guess they were listening and went, "Hey, Troy's got another great idea." So thank you.
I'm chock full of them. But so let's talk about how exciting. First of all, I'm not part of this show. I'm not going to be bugging you as I do.
I wish I would be bugging. I will miss you, but no, I wish.
You will have your own team of personnel working with you. Yeah. So we won't be doing these lively interviews for the duration. However, let's talk about the new show a little bit. Have we even decided on a title?
Yeah. It's the Real Estate Fix with Rich Szerman, because I fix things. That's kind of what I do. That's what I've been doing for years. It's just about fixing people's problems with real estate is kind of the thing. And because I see outrageous stuff on a daily basis, and we know how to fix it. It's not... I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it's not that complicated, because it is. But
it's super complicated. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but my father-in-law used to say all the time, if changing the transmission on a 57 Chevy is not hard if you've done it a dozen times before, but if it's your first time, you probably better bring a lunch. But no, I know I don't know anything about broadcasting, so that'll be fun. But I know my job. I know how to get people out of trouble. I know how to fix the real estate problems. I know how to do that.
Listen, let me give you a couple of pointers. Please. All you have to do is just be yourself. And that's spectacular. You're already 90% there. And the rest of it is just paying attention to your person who runs the buttons, like I do over here. Just pay attention, because there are commercials. The commercials pay for your show, so you got to play them. Well, when they put a finger up and they say stop talking, then they play the commercial. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, that's going to take some practice. So that'll be fun. So I would encourage you guys. You should tune in, and you can hear me. You can hear me practice. You can hear me fail miserably. But no, we'll get it sorted. I'm sure it'll go well.
But how great, because we always are rushed for time. This is the great part of it. We kid, but you have a great personality that is going to. The show will not be boring on several levels. And here's why. Because some people, I don't know if you turn the dial here and there. There are some very boring shows out there. Not necessarily on our station, but out and about.
Yeah.
You don't speak in a monotone voice. You are very animated, but you, most of all, and very importantly, you know your stuff.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this for so long that you can do it with your eyes shut and your hands behind your back.
Yeah, 30 years, almost 32 years, actually. April will be 32 years.
So if you have any issues or whatever regarding mortgage, real estate, absolutely tune in.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. And the best part, like I said, again, is the fact that we're always rushed for time, because you have these topics that it's so hard to talk. We're given 5 to 7 minutes here to do an interview, and it's so hard sometimes to get to the meat of.
When have I ever been done? So I mean, you're very nice about it. I super appreciate it, but I think there's a big red clock in the booth now, and I think that I don't want to. That might have been for me.
Starts flashing
because you can't see it. It's only on the other side. So I think that was for me. So thank you.
We always seem to run out of time, but we have to get to the meat of some of these issues that are affecting our whole community regarding all kinds of real estate issues. I mean, there are so many, and so many are so unfortunate, and you never know when you're going to get that letter in the mail or something's going to happen with your mortgage. And so I do. I encourage you to listen and to tune in, tell your friends, because the show won't be boring. And I'm hoping at some point, I don't know if you'll do it, the first week, but at some point you'll be taking questions. I hope.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's very much part of the format. I mean, I try to keep things kind of like, because I deal with people in crisis all the time. And when you think you're losing your house, you don't know what's going on, you're usually in there's usually some sort of crisis or series of crises that put you in that position where you're having a problem with your house. So anything I can do to kind of both get the point to stick with my clients and get them to maybe, laughing is probably too much, but at least a little bit, because this is tough stuff. And the banks do such ridiculous stuff, and they do it with complete impunity, and they act as if they don't have to answer it anymore, like they never have to make it right.
Oh, they don't know Richard Szerman.
Well, yeah, I've been at this a while, and they're ridiculous. The whole idea is to try to bring these problems to the fore, because it's a lot to talk about, and I feel the more people who know about this kind of stuff, the more they'll be in a position where they won't have to freak out or panic or wait 90 days before they call me or somebody else. Or, with all due respect to my friends who are attorneys, including my wife, you don't always need to hire an attorney. Sometimes you can hopefully get these things sorted out yourself. Common sense would tell you can get all these things worked out yourself. If you can't, then you go to the attorneys.
And you've been giving out, and again, here we're doing it again. Yeah. We're running up against the clock. But you're going to have to learn a new phone number, because now you give out your cell phone. Yeah. But when you want people to call the station, you're going to have to start memorizing that number. You going to be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good. I got my little flashcards. I've been practicing, and
it's going to be great. Like, Richard, I'm not kidding around. What's the name of the show called again?
The Real Estate Fix with Rich Szerman. I'm really looking forward to it.
The Real Estate Fix. It starts early March. We'll have commercials for it. The first Friday, we're going to do this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thanks for stopping in. This is the last us for a while.
Well, I'll still bring in cookies. I'll see you in the hall.
God bless.
I'll still ask you questions, because
God bless America.
You know what you're doing and I don't, so I'll be asking you lots of questions. So thank you.
Thanks, Richard.
Thanks.